Zoe Kravitz broke the internet with one sentence. In a casual interview, she dropped a line that sent shockwaves through social media. "He's an evil piece of shoy tea." People froze. Was she talking about Jason Momoa? Hollywood's golden guy? Aquaman? The internet didn't wait for context. It clipped, re-uploaded, and spun the moment into a storm of speculation. It didn't make sense. Jason had always seemed like family. Even after his split from Lisa Bonet, he called Zoe his baby girl, supported her career, showed up for her. But now, everyone was asking, had something changed? Here's what they missed. Jason Momoa wasn't just Lisa's husband. He was a real father figure in Zoe's life. Long before any headlines, long after the breakup, he didn't try to win her over. He didn't force anything. He just showed up. He chose to be there. Zoe remembers one early moment at the beach. She didn't want to go, didn't want to bond. Jason looked at her, handed her a surfboard and said, "You don't have to." That quiet acceptance, it stuck. She paddled out anyway. It wasn't about surfing. It was about showing up without pushing. That's who Jason was. Through the years, he kept showing up at auditions, premieres, family events, always in the background, always proud. When Zoe succeeded, he cheered. When she struggled, he listened. He wasn't acting like a stepfather. He was one. But when Jason and Lisa split, the media filled in their own blanks. Zoe cuts ties with Jason. Cold rift in the family. None of it was true. Zoe didn't post about him. Not because she was angry, but because real relationships don't need performance. So when she made a sarcastic joke, people took it as truth. No context, no nuance, just another excuse to rewrite their bond. But Zoe never forgot the late-night advice, the quiet support, the presence. Jason Momoa didn't just play family, he lived it, even when no one was watching. Zoe Kravitz has spent her life in the spotlight, watched, picked apart, compared. Born to Lisa Bonet and Lenny Kravitz, fame was never a choice. And just when it seemed like she was finally being seen for who she was, the public latched onto something else, her bond with Jason Momoa. He was the wild, playful stepdad. She was the cool, grounded daughter. Fans adored them. On red carpets, Jason proudly called her, "My baby girl," and the internet ate it up. But when Jason and Lisa split, that bond suddenly felt like a story without an ending. Was it still real? Or was it just for show? As Zoe stayed quiet, the questions only grew louder. Why hadn't she posted him? Were they still close? Had something gone wrong? In a world obsessed with performance, silence gets weaponized. People assumed the worst. Tabloids declared a rift. Fans demanded clarity. But behind the scenes, Zoe and Jason were still talking, still family. They just didn't owe the internet a show. Then came the interview, a light-hearted moment, a sarcastic jab at Jason's big personality. Zoe laughed, rolled her eyes and joked, "He's an evil piece of shy." In the room, people laughed. Online, it exploded. Context was deleted. Headlines screamed betrayal. And the man once praised for his loyalty was suddenly painted as the villain. But Zoe knew the truth. She remembered the beach day years ago, how Jason handed her a surfboard and said, "You don't have to." No pressure, just presence. That's who he was. He didn't try to be the cool stepdad. He just showed up, again and again. Auditions, family events, quiet check-ins. When she won, he cheered. When she struggled, he listened. He wasn't pretending to be family. He was family. And while the media painted him as chaotic or difficult, Zoe had seen the real man. The one who cried during Disney movies. The one who still called her baby girl in her 30s. The one who never stopped showing up, even after the headlines moved on. So no viral clip could change that, because family isn't defined by tabloids, timelines, or TikTok edits. It's defined by love, by consistency, by who shows up when no one's watching. And when it comes to Jason Momoa, Zoe Kravitz never had to guess. She already knew. It was always Jason. Even after the split, the public couldn't get enough. So when Zoe Kravitz sat down for a lighthearted interview, she already knew what was coming. "You grew up with one of Hollywood's most passionate men. What's that like?" Zoe smirked. She'd answered this 100 times. "Oh, absolutely. He's a walking force of nature." She mimicked his booming voice, his bear hugs, the way he stormed into a room like a human hurricane. The audience laughed. The host leaned in. "Does he ever turn it off?" Zoe grinned, voice dropping into a playful growl. "Never." She teased about his loud entrances, the dramatic, "My baby girl" greetings, even when she just rolled out of bed. Then, with perfect comedic timing, she dropped it. "He's an evil piece of shish tea." The room erupted. Everyone knew it was a joke. But the internet didn't care. The clip was clipped, cropped, ripped of laughter, of context, of nuance. Just a cold, out-of-context quote, "He's an evil piece of shti," looping endlessly. The headlines wrote themselves. Zoe Kravitz calls out Jason Momoa on live TV. Shocking accusation. What did Jason do? Within hours, the moment was no longer a joke. It was a scandal. Zoe left the studio smiling, unaware the internet had already declared Jason guilty of something. She watched the clips go viral in disbelief. No one cared about the joke. No one cared about the years of love, the bond they'd seen unfold in public. Jason, of course, stayed silent. That was his way. He didn't chase headlines. He didn't play defense. Instead, he hiked with his kids, worked on ocean cleanup, taught his children how to start a fire, how to respect the earth. He kept living the life that mattered, offline, out of reach. But silence is dangerous in a world built on outrage. People started filling in the blanks. Was he hiding something? Was Zoe finally exposing him? Thankfully, not everyone bought it. Fans stepped in. "It was clearly a joke," they wrote. "Stop trying to pit family against each other." They shared old interviews, red carpet moments, the quiet consistency of their love. Jason and Zoe had never needed to prove their bond, but Zoe still felt the weight. Her joke, meant to be playful, had been twisted into something cruel. She hadn't just been misunderstood. She'd accidentally handed the world a weapon, and for the first time she wondered, should I say something? Would it even matter? Because when it comes to viral outrage, the truth is rarely loud enough. Maybe it would blow over. The internet was fickle. Today's scandal, tomorrow's afterthought. But still, the unease lingered. She cared, even if Jason didn't. And that was enough. For days, she watched the internet tear apart a bond that meant everything to her. What started as a joke had turned into a distorted spectacle. Headlines rolled, assumptions piled up. She waited, hoped it would fade. It didn't. So, she posted a photo from years ago. Zoe, young and laughing, perched on Jason's shoulders, arms spread like wings. The caption was short, direct, unmistakable. "Let me make things clear. Jason Momoa is one of the sweetest souls I've ever known. From the day he entered my life, he's been nothing but love and support." I joked in an interview, and it was clearly misinterpreted. The internet ran with it, and suddenly people were questioning the character of someone who's only ever been family to me. "You're amazing, Jason. Let's all take a breath." The response was immediate. Relief swept through the comments. Fans thanked her. Some apologized. Others criticized the media for fanning the flames in the first place. And then came Jason. He reposted her words, adding a caption of his own. "Gosh, and here I was, prepared to embrace my new role as the villain." Attached? A hilariously photoshopped image of himself in a flowing black cloak, standing on a cliff like some cartoon supervillain. The internet, once boiling with outrage, erupted with laughter. The tide turned, the storm passed, and Zoe? She just shook her head. That was Jason, unbothered, untouchable. No headline could define him. No soundbite could shake him. He didn't need defending. He never had. That night, her phone buzzed. A text. "Don't worry, Zozo, but you do still owe me for that villain edit." She smiled. The weight lifted. The internet could speculate all it wanted. Jason was, and always would be, family. As the chaos died down, a quiet calm returned. No press statement could have said it better than what came next. That weekend, they met up. No cameras, no posts, just them. The moment he saw her, he pulled her into one of his signature bear hugs. "You really called me an evil piece of shit on TV?" he teased. She rolled her eyes. "You're dramatic." Laughing, he squeezed her tighter. "I am damn right. And just like that, no awkwardness, no drama, just love. The kind that doesn't need explaining. So, what do you think? Was Jason's humor the perfect way to handle it? Or should he have gone more serious? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.